5.5 billion people have access to the internet, yet only 0.4% are millionaires. This brings us to a question. Why haven't you become the millionaire yet? 1,000 years ago, the information was only available to the rich society. Now, not to brag, I'm not a millionaire myself yet, but I've been studying YouTube for the past 2 years, building my own channel to 1.5k subscribers. You may laugh at it, but how much subscribers you have? You see, I could bring up the same data about books that are uploaded on Amazon. People just don't simply buy them because there is so many of them that those popular ones are only read. And I think it's for good, because we need to popularize something instead of reading everything. Information doesn't equal good, and this was the way of how people were learning before. Let's say from their father, he was a fisherman. The information you could get is how to fish, and this would bring you money to your family. Now it's a little bit different. Your father is an accountant, and you can be an entrepreneur. You can be rocket scientist. So the information from your father not necessarily needed to you now. And the internet has information about every single job. This is why you need to find the right information, to filter it out. This is why books won't save you anymore. Because if you just pick a book from the library, it won't change your life. You will get some information, but is it the information that you need now? Who knows? Now, not to discourage you to read books, because I love books. Books are probably the greatest source of information. Now it's a source, but not the information. So if you find the right book on one specific topic, it's the greatest way to learn now. And I'm talking about a really niche down topic. Because previously, people were just looking about books on math and were just reading many of them. This is the wrong way. We don't do it now. Now you look about specific book about the specific equation you're trying to solve. So it can be the specific book about how to duplicate numbers or how to manipulate numbers. I don't know, I'm not really that great at math. I can bring example from YouTube. I'm a YouTube growth YouTuber. One of the most important skills that you can use on YouTube is storytelling. So there is this book called Storyworthy. You read it, it's on one topic, you don't distract yourself. And most importantly, you don't read it just because you think that you're a YouTuber and you need to know this, but because you can clearly see that your story sucks. And if you improve your storytelling, you would get better retention on YouTube and more people would come back to your videos, be more engaged, would create a bond and a trust with you because you simply know how to manipulate them in a good way, because you just improve your storytelling from this book. Now that's the new way of learning. That's the way you should do it. Study the constraint. What is the constraint? The constraint is this thing that holds you back. There is a ladder, and if you take some part of it, you couldn't climb it. There is a Jeffrey, the guy that is the weakest. He goes in the group to the mountain. You should put him in front. You should give him the most time. You should take his backpack off so that the whole group would just go after the Jeffrey, and the Jeffrey won't slow it down because everybody's cheering him up and helping him. That's the constraint, and this is how you solve it. By firstly finding out who is the Jeffrey in the group, who is the weakest thing that holds you back. I myself created this free call for you to go and book it in my description. That's the first link, where I literally go through your channel, if you have one obviously, and we figure out the constraint. What is that prevents you from getting more views? It could be a thumbnail, title creation, the idea itself, maybe it's poor editing, who knows? But it is a specific personalized one-to-one call that I do. And the reason I do this, because I was in your situations before. I was a self-improvement YouTuber once, and I uploaded so many videos, and I didn't know why they're not popping off. So I want to help this small guy that just started out. And if it feels like it's you, go book that call, it's free. If you don't do it, you're literally missing out on the opportunity of life. And the last tip is to create a note. I have it on my computer. It is a sticker that says, will I use this information for something immediate or important? This principle I took from the book The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. Recommend you this book, pretty great. Immediate or important? I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Immediate if you would use it right now, like taking the action, like going to my link and booking that call because you want to change your YouTube channel. And important, what could be important for you? For example, health is important. You learn about some Huberman long-form podcast or a book about astrogeneration. This is the new way of learning. Improve the thing that holds you back, and you will improve the whole thing entirely.